Okay, great. This is Jacob, and this is the weekly Cryptohopper cryptocurrency trading bot review. I've got a couple of configurations I've been using this week that I'm liking. Again, the altcoin market has still been pretty favorable to be trading in. Bitcoin has been interesting. We'll see what it does here next and how that affects the market if it either proceeds to, do any sort of sell-off or really begins its next rally. Looks like it's getting pretty close to a decision point. You'll see that my returns have been pretty good on the BTC invested with both of these strategies so far, right around 40%. Total assets on the exchange are actually up at another 0.05 BTC to that. The reason I took that out is I needed to move metal from Bittrex to Binance. Make sure you've seen that is no longer going to be listed on Bittrex. So I moved that metal over to Binance. So if you were to add that 0.05% in here, this percentage gains in total assets would be up as well. So I'm liking this experiment. I'll show you what I'm doing. I've continued more or less with the strategy I outlined last week, was integration with the Crypto Bullet signals, and also signals from my own its blockchain signal group and a few other people that I follow. I'll just enter positions, and then use the normal configuration to set the cells. So I'll go over that configuration, and I'll tell you what else I tested, which also worked fairly well. There's another signaler in here called Crypto Coin Signal Alpha, and this one, Influx Coin, is one bag that I'm left holding after doing that, but I used 1% positions, whereas in the Crypto Bullet I'm using 10% position buys. These are ones that have a consistent track record of hitting at least 20% at some point, which is where I have my the engage for the trailing stop loss. But the Coin Signals Alpha sends a signal out, usually like once a minute. It's just really following any coins that are quickly pumping. So when I use that configuration, I set the sell target much more conservative. I set it around 1.9% to sell immediately. I did not use a trailing stop loss. And so I made a lot of trades based on that signal. It was actually pretty good. The 1.9% is when it hits the sell target, but a lot of these coins are going up so quickly that the average sell for them is more around 2 or 3%. So that's quite interesting. You could test that. Again, the risk is that if the market suddenly changes on you and a lot of these coins that are pumping then begin to dump in value, you may be left holding some bags. So far, though, with my experiments with it, it worked fairly well, and I'm only left holding this Influx coin, which I really don't know anything about it, but it is, again, a 1% position instead of 10%. All right, so here's a review of the configuration, again, that I'm rocking right now. Crypto Bullet makes many fewer signals, and whenever the market is at all uncertain, I really don't see any signals coming out from Crypto Bullet at all. So if you get bored with Crypto Bullet and you want to experience Coin Alpha, you'll get a lot more action, but make sure to set your configuration much more conservatively. Around, I was testing it around 1.9% for the sell trigger. A little sluggish right here. Okay, great. So here's the basic configuration strategy. Here's that 1.9% profit that I was using for, Crypto Bullet. That's the one we're signed up for. Again, you can view all signals, and you can do the coin. It's called Coin Pulse Alpha. And so for that one, you'll want to use a really narrow, I think, percentage profit target for it, and actually use that. But if you're using the crypto bullet, I'm using trailing stop loss only. Again, 20% is when the 5% trailing stop loss will engage. And that's been pretty nice. So I'm liking both of those strategies. Always just a little bit on alert when it comes to uncertainty around Bitcoin. And so I don't like to be holding a lot of positions in case there's a quick change in the market. I don't want to be left holding a lot of bags. I want to be able to stay nimble. So I like keeping the profit targets conservative, if you can call it that, in crypto. You're making 20% on each position within sometimes hours, if not a few days. It's fantastic. I'm very happy with that. So determine it for your trading style. I'll show you a little bit of the trade history here, and you'll see some examples. DCR, I just did a manual sell on a Decred. I just kind of bought it off on a signal. I don't really know enough about it, so I just wanted to go ahead and get rid of that one. ADX was a manual entry. It followed the configuration. Looks like it hit right around 20% and then dropped down that 5% to sell right around 15%. And then you'll see all these little, 2 to 3% sells. These are all the Coin Pulse Alpha sells, right? Lots of those. And then I'll show you a few others that, look how many it made. So yeah, and some of these ended up hitting, they grew so quickly that they ended up selling above 5%. And these happened again, most of these happen within minutes to hours. They'll hit their sell target. Wow. Over 12% for that one. So yeah, I may play around with that one a little bit more. That one's pretty fun. But because it's making so many signals, you really want to make sure you're in the right market environments for this signaler. But let me know how that goes for you, because that does look actually promising. The number of trades it was able to make. These other ones that are the higher percentage now, we're getting back into the ones that were made on the 20% with the 5% trailing stop loss signal there. What are all these little small ones here that are like losses and stuff? That was from did the wallet scrubber, and I think, yeah, beyond that, those are ones that I covered last week. All right, hope that's helpful for you. Hope you're having fun with your Cryptohopper, trading safely, keeping in mind what market environment you're in, so that you're not using a power tool in the wrong environment. And let me know if you've stumbled across particular signal configurations or otherwise that you are having a lot of success with. I'll cover some YouTube comments here. I've been busy with our ICO marketing through Token Agency. You can check that out in the description below if you're new to the channel. You can check out the Cryptohopper link below as well. All right, have a great week. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.